We're going to look at creating a CMA in Paragon, the Laredo MLS, and how to adjust for sold price per square feet to make it just like an appraiser does, so you get a really good CMA value. So I open up Paragon, or the Laredo Associated Realtors MLS, and then I searched an address, it happens to be this home right here. Now it can be any home. This is just one that we did a class there, and some of the agents we work with are in that I know are here. So I'm going to just copy that address. Once you have your property, you're going to need to know the bed, bath, square feet, all that kind of information. You're going to go to the top under CMA and go to create an easy CMA. This way you can quickly get some comps really easy for it. So I'm going to create an easy CMA, have it pop up. In the bottom right, there's this plus button. I'm going to hit add address search and put in that property. Here it is. So now I'm ready to go. I have the property. It found it on the map. I'm going to go here and confirm that. That's the right property in the top right. And now you see this one already fills it in with a 3.2 square feet. Now this one you can see has 0 for a garage, like the property here doesn't have a garage on it. So that's perfect. And I have the square feet, the lot size, everything built into it. If it looks good, you're going to hit next. And then you're going to be right here ready to go. Now, even though it says it's found us 10 comps, now we have to clean these up. So we don't want any pending or active. So like this one on Frail Drive, Freddie, whoever you want to say it, is removed. This pending is removed. Let's see, this active is removed. This active is removed. So right now I'm down to 6. So I have 6 comparables. I like to have around 4. You need at least 2, but it's better to have 3 or 4. Now for the square feet on this property, it's 1868. So if I go ahead and take out my calculator and go 1868 times 0.15, what I'm doing is taking 15% of the square feet, and you can go up 15% and down 15%. So it's about 300. I'm just going to round off to 300 to make it easy. So again, 8, so it'll be about 1568 to 2168. So I'm going to check these. This one fits. This one fits. Nope. This one fits. We're real close to that one. That one kind of fits. This one's too big. I'm going to get rid of that one. This one's too small at 14. Remember, right around that's really close to being too small. So I'm going to keep these 4 that I have. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 that I want. So I have those 4. I'm going to go right here and hit generate CMA. Once I have my property, it's giving me a good suggested price with a price range, which shows you right around there. I don't even know what this one's listed for. I think it's right in that price range. Perfect, which they're about to do a price adjustment. So they're thinking to adjust it right at that value. So they already know. So that's perfect. So right now it's listed a little higher. They're going to make it a little bit more common sense, a little better. And then it shows you a map of everything and the 4 comps you used. So now, see the high value would be 269, the low would be 220, the average or median's right about 250, and they're saying it's worth right around 255. There's a good suggested price. Now we don't want to just leave it like this. So see how easy that was to get a quick CMA. We want to actually go through, and now we're going to use these values we have from our comps to talk about, see our sold price per square feet we have in here. We're going to use these values to adjust our comps that way. So the way we do this is with our adjusted in square feet, and you'll see in the video, I gave you the link to this right at the bottom. And all you do is follow the steps. The first one says, give me the subject property square feet. So if I go back here, see it's 1868 right there. So I'm going to come back here and put 1868 right there. And it automatically gives me 15% plus or minus. So 1587 to 2142. So I'm going to check again. 1587, 2142. We're still in track with those 4. Perfect. So now I know those 4 work. And then it says right here, my square feet of the sold price of my comps. Now I'm going to give both of those, the square feet and the sold price. So my square feet's the 1868, 1953. So I'm going to go to 1868, 1953. Grab my other 2, which is 1618, 1729, 1618, 1729. And then it's going to have my sold price. So I'm going to just go back and do the same thing on it. 117, 130. So 117, 130. Go grab the other two. 145, 156. 145, 156. And then at the bottom here, it shows the number of comps are 4, and that's all I have to put in here. Now, once I have this in here, and I have the comps, it does all this calculation of gross living area, adjustments, everything like that. And then once we have all that in there and it's ready to go, so this is already put in there for you. Don't worry about any of this stuff. It automatically gives you your square foot adjustment factor. That's what you're trying to get. That's the main thing to remember. So now, like it says, I'm going to take my subject property square feet. I'm going to change them all to this one right here. I changed all my subject property square feet to those 4. I'm going to go copy my comps, put them right here. So now my comps are in there. And then you can see it starts to change the numbers for you. So like it says, if your adjustment under this parenthesis here, it gets its F24 now, or F24, used to be 23, so we'll fix that. Under F24, so you don't have that confusion. And then I'll change this one to F24 for you. See, if it has no parentheses, it's added to the comp. If it has a parenthesis, it's subtracted from the comp. And we'll do this together so it makes more sense. But you can see these ones have the exact square feet. There's no difference, no change. So what we're doing is we're taking the comparables, and making them as like as we can to the subject property. So again, we're taking the comparables and making them as like as possible to the subject property and changing that over and making that work. So that's something that we're going to drop in right now and make that happen. So we have our numbers. We know what to look at. Let me go back to I'm going to copy this number again so I don't lose my address, our Paragon. And we're going to go back to CMA, and then we're going to do create presentation. Okay, this is how we can adjust. So first we did the quick one to find the comps easy. We adjusted the price. Now we're going to go right here to create the presentation. And again, I'm just going to call it, I'll call it test Andrew 2, and then continue. So you name it, and I would name it the property. Now you want to use an existing MLS listing, which we have right now, or you could load it, anything like this. I'm going to use an existing one. I'm going to go here and I'm going to grab let me grab the MLS number, hopefully up here. It is, So we're going to grab the MLS number real quick. And here's our MLS number. I just Googled it real fast, put it right in there, and then we're good. And now I have my MLS number. So it looks good. I have my MLS number. Perfect. I'm happy. Everything looks amazing. Top right, I'm going to hit next. I'm just going to create a client from the client list, which is myself. So what they're doing here is you have to have a client. You either have to make it for yourself, as I put myself as a client, or make it for a new client. I made it for myself, so I'm going to pick myself. So there I am, and then I'm going to hit next. And then I need to add comparables. Now, the good thing about this one, I'm going to add specific MLS numbers because we already have them. So I'm going to go back here to my sheet and go down here to my MLS numbers. And you can see right here, hopefully I have my MLS numbers. If not, I can just click on them. Actually, so it doesn't want to give me MLS numbers. I can also use an address, which is just as easy for me. And let me see, address right here. So I'm going to go right here, 6101 Frey. So I'm going to go right here, 6101 Frey. There it is. And then I'm going to count. And it's trying to be annoying, so we're going to just do a different way then. Pick myself. Or just go back to MLS. And the other way you can do it is click on the address, it will open up. And then once it opens, I can grab the MLS number. I don't like doing it as much that way, but it's fine. I was trying to show a different way, but this way it's just as easy, if not easier. So there's my first one. I'm going to go to the top. I'm going to add another one. MLS number. Go back to my quick sheet. Grab that again. And as you can see, we're just going to do this nice and quick 4 times. Add another one at the top. MLS number. my quick sheet. I'm going to hit the back to my quick sheet. Go down here again. Oop. Oh. Hold on a minute. We accidentally clicked off. So if you make a mistake like I did, if you make a mistake like I did, you can just click on it again, open it back up, and here's my comp. So I'm on the third one. I'm going to open up the third comp. I should have just exited out. My bad. Here's the MLS number. Just exit out. We're back here. I'm going to go back and add this one. It's in there now. Now I'm going to add my fourth. Add fourth. Again, same thing. Open it up. Grab the MLS number on it. X out of the corner. We're back here. And then we add that fourth one. Now I have all four. I'm good to go. I'm going to go to next. Now this is how we can adjust our values and change everything. I want to go to price because we're going to be changing the price. I'm going to add that on this side. And there we go. I'm going to make sure that's over here. The other ones, all the basic other stuff is going to be in there. And all this, I'm going to leave all the other things in there, which is good. So I'm good there. I'm going to go back to next. It's going to show my comps. So don't worry that it says 1 of 33 and 1 of 20. That doesn't mean anything. Right here, you're looking for 1 of 4 because I have 4 comps. So I'm going to look at my comps and look here. Like, okay, here is the price. Here's my comp. Here's all the adjustments I can do. So I go back to the Excel sheet. The first comp has 0 adjustments. So I'm not changing that one. So I'm going to go here, hit next comp. Because remember, these have the same square feet. There's no adjustment needed. The next comp of 2 of 4, I go back to my Excel sheet. This one has a parenthesis. So if it has a parenthesis, that number is subtracted. So I need to subtract 3,843 because you have to round up. That should be a whole number. So I'm going to go back here where it says price. I'm going to subtract 3,833. Make sure I have the right number. 43, sorry. 43. And then you see it automatically changes that price right here. So now it has already subtracted that volume. Go to the next one, same thing. I'm going to look. These ones don't have a parenthesis, so I'm going to be adding those. So plus 11,303 because you have to round up. So again, right here, found price plus 11,303. And that adds that volume in there. Next comp, go back again, 62.84. So then price, 62.84, and then it adjusts the price. So all my comps have now been adjusted to make my comps just like the subject property. And then you hit next, and then it's going to give you an option of the page layout, everything like that. I don't mind looking like that. I'm not going to worry about a footer, disclaimer, or anything like that today. I'm just getting through there for you. And then it's going to have all your information you can put in there. So if I do cover page, which I like, or a cover letter, you can. I might want to put company info, my resume, subject property. I like to put subject property and summary of the comparables. Now I like the comp report vertical and the CMA summary. Any of these other things you want to add in there, I'm just trying to kind of show you what it looks like. There's different things you can do, all kinds of different options. I'm going to keep it simple like this today. And then I'm going to hit next, and it's going to be ready to go. And see if I wanted a cover sheet, anything like that, I could put that in there. And then it's going to go through everything. I don't want to wait to go through every click. So I'm just going to go down to step 6 and click View Presentation. And there it is. So I'm going to start my presentation. It goes through a second and loads it up for me. Then once it loads it up and it's ready to go, you can see I'll go down here. There it is. There's my property details. Here's my comps. And it shows, see, my summary of comp adjustments that we talked about with those values. You can explain to your client why we did that. According to the Excel sheet, it breaks it all down this way. Your CMA summary report. And then it shows you all the money on that one, all the money, all the information. Now, a good suggested list price, as you can see right here, suggested list price, is not showing right there on the summary report. So what I like to do, I wonder if the comp price analysis will show you, but anyway, I like to look at, the median and average is a good way to look because this is your adjusted price. So right around here, you're seeing it's like $248 for both almost, a couple $100 off. So I know, even though it didn't give me an exact number, I know that right now, And if you look right here, it does have LP, which would be list price. It would give you an average list price at 248 497. But I like to look at this number, the median. Any one of these two numbers is fine because they're pretty much the same. And I like the median value, the midpoint value. And now I know the good point for this number would be right around 248, 250. And if you can see, they're saying to list it before we did any of the adjustments per sold price per square feet, to list it at 255. So once we do all the adjustments, it puts us right back here, right around 240, 248 to 250. So about a $5,000 difference. So if this home was going to get appraised and they did the same formula as we did, it'd be about 250. So 255 would probably be okay. You can also pull into 250. And now I could, of course, go up here to the top. I could present it. I can change it. I can go here, upload any documents on the left that I want to. Anything like that, as fancy as you want to make it, you can go through and make it. And then you're ready to go, and good luck on your presentations. If you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel, please do so. We'd love to have you join the family. Thanks.